Today on the channel, it's hot outside, it's summer, and no better way to cool off than a Bulletproof Studios Macho Man Randy Savage ice cream bar.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for something entirely different here today. As today we're diving into a Macho Man Randy Savage ice cream bar. Yes, ice cream bar. And if you're old enough to remember the good old days of going to your local house show or Saturday Night's Main Event, Superstars taping, whatever it may be, even a pay-per-view once upon a time, you probably remember the old school WWE ice cream bars. A lot of people remember CM Punk crying for them to come back once upon a time. But now they're back in a different form that's not going to melt on you. They're back as, I don't know what you call it, like a statue, action figure, whatever you want to call it. We're going to dive into it. And we've done ice cream bars in the past. We'll talk about those. We'll show those as well. But this is officially licensed from Bulletproof Studios. 4 different versions of the Macho Man Randy Savage. Pretty darn cool if you ask me, in a fabulous box right here. And I got to give a special shout out to Bulletproof Studios for sending this my way so I could review this. So we're going to dive into it here. They did send me a little note. I should probably read that. See what's going on, dare I say. See what all the fuss is about. Very, very nice business card here, Bulletproof Studios. Looking very good. And then it says, Kyle Peterson, we're thrilled to share with you something truly special from Bulletproof Studios. A tribute to simpler times frozen in collectible form. So they summed it up better than I did. Enclosed, you will find one of our 4 upcoming Bulletproof Studio Championship Macho Man ice cream bars, a nostalgic nod to iconic WWE ice cream bars of the 80s and 90s. These statues aren't just collectibles, they're a love letter to an era where wrestling ruled our childhood. 4-part limited series, each bar representing a different unforgettable era of Macho Man Randy Savage. You got 80s Macho Man, 90s Macho Man, Macho King, and Madness Macho Man. We worked with fellow wrestling fan Tony Daughtry. Shout out to Tony for thinking of me here. And Tony did hook me up with some Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan ones once upon a time, which we'll see. But beautiful stuff right here. It talks about the art. Limited amounts be in stock. And they drop July 1st on BulletproofStudios.com. So just around the corner right here. But you'd be honored if we would review or showcase this to the followers. So hopefully, we hope this brings back memories and maybe even a few goosebumps. Thank you for being a part of this journey. So a very nice letter. Very, very professional right here. You know me, I'm the utmost professional. That's what I am. But very cool idea here. And I think this has legs if they can sign the talent to get all these. Now, this is Macho Man. That's a huge step. Could we see the Legion of Doom? Could we see Harley Race? Whoever it might be in the future would be very cool. And personally, these ice cream bars, as a little kid, I long to get these. I long to get these. And I think I remember people saying like the Schwanz Man. If you remember the Schwanz Man once upon a time, you could get these off his truck, I think, for some areas. Unfortunately, not my area. The only chance was at, of course, going to the shows back in the day. And I tell you, I don't know if my dad was cheap or just saving money or what the deal was, but I only had one time in my life did I get one of these ice cream bars. And man, I longed for them every single time. And my dad probably just like, we're not getting a $5 ice cream bar. That back then it was probably $1 at the store a piece. Is what it is. But man, I always wanted to eat more of these. I did try it once, so at least I did get to try it one time. But the memories remain, as they do say. I think Metallica sang that song once upon a time. Load, reload, what is it? But very cool packaging on this one. Absolutely love this. Feels nostalgic, feels old. I don't remember the packaging on the ice cream bars. I just remember the little plastic, cover over the bar when they'd hand it to you. But this is a very cool bar looking thing here. So you get the bar right there in the front. Does say Champions Ice Cream Bar 3D collectible statue with stand at Bulletproof Studios LLC. 4 different cards inside here. Free Champions Challenger collector card, 12 ounce. Love the idea of throwing a card in here. Gives it a little extra pizzazz. Looking very good. So then you get Champions Ice Cream Bar on the side. Bulletproof Studios on the side. All about branding. We know about that. You get the cross sell back here. I love a cross sell. We get the ingredients panel. What's it have back here? Nutritional facts, Macho Madness, 40% of your daily value, 20% intensity, 20% charisma, like a young Kiss in the 70s. Catchphrase energy, 25 grams, rage, 120 milligrams, Superstar Swagger, 18 grams. Style, 10 grams. Confidence, 8 grams. Power, 25 grams. Macho Power, and I love the ingredients list down here. Macho Power, the cream, hatred for Hogan, charisma, intensity, flair, sequins, elbow drops, spicy meat sticks, and a powerful ooh yeah. And it's officially licensed, made in the USA. Very, very cool. This packaging you have to keep. You have to keep. And I do not want to destroy this packaging, that's for sure. I want to go easy. Oh my gosh, then they got War and Peace on the side over here as well. I'm not going to read all this, but it was a lot of what we saw in that note. But I'm going to try to get it out of the package here. I'm going to be as very careful as I can not to ruin the cardboard. Looking good here. Going to slide it out like so. That's all we get. Like I said, I'm going to save this. A gentle off to the side. See you later. We get the little baggy action right here. See you later. Goodbye. Macho Man, very classic with the purple and the glasses. Nice little stand here. Of course, the bar sticks in the top. Looking very cool. Love to see that. And then we do get the card, and very cool. It's got the card in a top loader. That's a nice little extra attention to detail. I mean, these top loaders aren't super expensive, but it feels more collectible this way just by putting it in this little plastic right here. Randy Macho Man Savage, 6'2", 238 pounds, Sarasota, Florida. Former world champion, Intercontinental champion, managed by the lovely Elizabeth, a fearless competitor known for his daring leaps off the top rope. Former minor league baseball star. And then on the back, presenting the Bulletproof Studios Ice Cream Bar exclusive Macho Man Randy Savage. So very, very cool to get a card with this. Nice extra attention to detail, as I did mention. And then we get the beautiful, of course, bubble wrap. It's always better with bubble wrap. See you later, goodbye. Pull this bad boy out. More plastic. See you later, goodbye. And we're off to the races, the ice cream races. Oh, there it is. We're going to snap into it like a Slim Jim, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Macho Man Randy Savage right there, hitting the old pose, the old bye pose. He's flexing. He's flexing. He's getting it done. Looking very, very good, old Macho Man. Classic Macho Man. LJN style Macho Man is what I always think of when I see this era of Macho Man. Looking very good. You get the golden cookie side over here, and then, of course, the chocolate cookie side on the other side. The big old bite out of the top. And then you got the popsicle stick down here looking very nice. White for the ice cream in the middle. And that's really all she wrote. But very, very cool indeed. Very, very nostalgic. There's no doubt about it. And like I said earlier, man, I remember as a kid just dreaming of getting one of these at the show. Most of the time, my dad would let me get one thing. And it was usually like, I'm going to get an Ultimate Warrior shirt. I remember one time I got the Ultimate Warrior tassels you put around your arms. And a few other merchandise shirts. I got a couple of Warrior shirts. Usually that was my go-to. LOD, I got an LOD shirt way back when. I might even have grabbed a Hacksaw Jim Duggan along the way. Oh, Hacksaw. You know, people think I look like him all the time, so I guess I was playing that game in the 80s, too. Had a full mullet and a mustache and a beard back then, too, of course. I did in the 80s. But very, very nostalgic here. And, man, I wish these ice cream bars would come back. They came back a few years ago at Walmart, but they weren't the same thing. They were trying to kind of play a takeoff, but it wasn't quite the same thing. But this does just slide right in here so you can display it. Looking beautiful. If you're a Macho Man collector, what are you doing? Why don't you have something like this in your collection? It would be great with all those Slim Jim Macho Man statues and stuff like that. There's a lot of Macho Man merchandise out there. And now you got 4 more ice creams to pick up. So very cool, very limited run, though. These are going to be a little bit more expensive. As you guys know, that's usually what happens when things are limited run. But it'll be interesting to see where these go in the future. Now that we're getting officially licensed ones, I think that is a cool idea. Once again, very nostalgic. And if they can make the entire wave of the ice cream bars, I think that would be pretty darn cool, if you ask me. But I did get a few of these once upon a time from Tony back when he was just making these for fun. He made me an Ultimate Warrior one right there. And then he did make me a melting Hulk Hogan, which is truly fitting right there for Hulk Hogan, especially against Warrior or Macho Man. He's just melting away. We know how that goes. But very cool, my ice cream bar collection. The collection I never knew I needed until now. Absolutely love this kind of stuff. And man, if you're a Macho Man fan, got to jump on this one. There's no doubt about it. And you just really got to pick your favorite era of Macho Man. Or if you're a hardcore, why not all 4? Why not all 4? But I love the packaging on these. There's the trading card. Just a very, very fun thing for the Macho Man collectors, WWF old school memorabilia collectors, ice cream fans, and people like you and me. So there it is, Randy Macho Man Savage, of course, Bulletproof Studios ice cream bar. What's your thought on these? Any interest? Very cool for a shelf display or maybe a desk display. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. And of course, Don't forget Patreon, YouTube channel memberships, best way to support the channel, plus early access to all the videos here on the channel. Appreciate all the support over there. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. Of course, my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, each and every Tuesday where podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. So for a little Bulletproof Studios Macho Man Randy Savage unboxing, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
Get that wheel to